Hey everybody, welcome to my car. My name is Becky. I am so excited that you're here today. Well, today is Thursday and I don't have any definitive plans for today. I have not been thrifting in a really long time, so I thought I would scoot out for a little while today and just do a little thrifting. I did go antiquing a couple of weeks ago, which was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it, but I have not actually been when I go, I might stop at a thrift store, but I have not been what you would call thrifting in a while. And that's because the thrift stores around me where I live, they have sucked all the joy out of going to them and going shopping because their prices are obscene. Not only are they more than retail, they're more than what you would find at an antique store. They are just, it's just not fun for me anymore to go to these these thrift stores. So I thought I would go to one town over and see what they have to offer. It is a drive to get there, but I figure if I have a good time and I find a good little haul to share with you, then it's worth my time. It's worth, just to have a good day, have a good time. So that's what we're gonna do. I can't promise you I'm gonna find anything, but I'll do my very best to find a little something to bring home. But let's go thrifting on this beautiful Thursday morning. So the first place we're gonna go is the Goodwill. I'm blocking this person's driver's license, but we are in South Carolina. It's been my experience that if I come here real early, I don't find a lot because they restock throughout the day. But I had to start at some point, so this is the first stop on the way to where I'm going, so we're just gonna go in there and see what they have. The difference, in my opinion, now I don't know about where you are, but what I can tell, the difference between a North Carolina Goodwill and a South Carolina Goodwill, the North Carolina Goodwills do not give you shopping carts and they do not have public restrooms. These do. So I do like to come to the South Carolina Goodwills more. It's just, when I'm here, I usually try to stop. But let's go inside and see what they have to offer.
You're my sweetheart. When you're around, I feel the sparks takes me higher, sweetheart. Let me be close to you forever, never, darling. You're my sweetheart.
Okay, first Goodwill was a bust. I didn't really find anything that I felt like I needed. The only thing that I saw that I thought I might could use were those little tea light candle holders. There was a bunch of them, which would have been perfect for Lily's wedding. The only thing that stopped me was the fact that that's a lot of candles to light before the ceremony, and I know from past experiences that everything happens very quickly leading up to the wedding and the ceremony and all of that. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go the candle route. Also, I'm leaning towards gold being an accent more than silver, and those were mercury glass silver, which they were beautiful, but I don't know, something was just telling me that that was not what I was looking for, so I left those there. And that was all I saw that would have been a potential to go in my cart. I didn't really see anything else, but I did try to get as much footage as I could. It's crowded in these Goodwills, so I'm going to do the best I can, but it may be just little clips of close-ups of the items as I can get to them, because doing a pan around shot of the place is nearly impossible when you're in these busy stores. So let's get on the road and we'll go to the next stop. Our next stop is the Habitat for Humanity, and this place is on the expensive side, but you can find some good deals. You just have to look for them. So I have found some good things here in the past, so we'll just stop in real quick and see what they have to offer. It is getting hot out here. It is 93 degrees. Woo, it's hot. I did not find anything in the Habitat for Humanity, so I scooted on down to the next thrift store in line, which is the Goodwill. That's where I just left out of, and I actually did make a couple purchases there. Two of the things that I bought, I'm not going to share because they're going to go in my Thriftmas in July video. I just put them in my closet and I saved them for one big reveal. And then I bought, well, I'll tell you what I bought, but it wasn't, one of the things is I'm gonna have to do a makeover on it because it is a little grungy, and the other thing is for crafting, so it's kind of like a project to be determined, I guess. But anyway, I'll share that with you. Hopefully I'll find more today. It is 12 o'clock, so I'm not doing too great so far. But we're gonna go on to the next. I think we're gonna go to the Salvation Army next.
Last night you caught my eye, so fly, oh my, I've been thinking about you all night. I can't get you off my mind. I'm out on deep water, it's too late, I've crossed the border. I'm bitten hard by Cupid, babe. Hurry, I need to be saved. Hurry with all the cliches. Sunny days, you and me, we'll keep out of the rain. Try me on any direction, I'll follow you. Don't wanna wait another day and miss out on your sweet selection. Tell Cupid stay, ask him to stay, and I will clear the way. Last night was magical. What a rush, yet casual. From the first look I knew we could be one love-based symphony. You are in such a good shape. I know I'm out on a limb now, babe, but I'm bitten hard by Cupid, yeah. Hurry, I need to be saved. Go easy on me, babe. Sunny days, you and me, we'll keep out of the rain. Try me on any direction, I'll follow you. Don't wanna wait another day and miss out on your sweet.
I never come to the Salvation Army. Not only is it very small in there, but it is also really far away from my home, and I have to travel a good little ways to get to it. But I'm so glad I came today because I found some really special treasures in there, and I can't wait to share them with you when I get back home. I'm going to start making my way north, headed back home. I'm sure there are plenty of places to stop between here and there, so I'm just going to kind of stop and take I'll just combine all the footage instead of stopping and talking and stopping and talking. So I'm just going to combine everything, and then I'll see you when I get back home, and I'll show you what I got.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is.
So we're back at the house, and I want to take a minute and I want to show you what I got today. I got some treasures, and I also want to kind of hopefully show you where in the house I'm going to put them. So the first thing I got, the biggest thing I got, oh my goodness, it's glorious. You're going to think, girl, what in the world? But look at this beautiful lamp. Look at the bottom of it. It's kind of, I know it's turning, but it's pretty stable. I checked it out. I made sure it was in good shape. The shade, I think, got me with its little gold details. This lamp, when I set it on my coffee table when I came in the house and I saw it in the room, it belongs in this room. It belongs to me. And I know it's hard for you to see it all right now, but when I get it in its forever home, you're gonna love it and appreciate it. It was $9.99 at the Salvation Army, so I was so happy to find that. Now, they had another lamp there that I did include in the footage that I would love to have gotten, but it didn't have a shade. And I feel like, I don't like buying lamps without shades because I feel like if I can't find just the right one, I'm never gonna find it, so it would be a waste of money and a waste of my time. I also got these little glass bowls. Now, in the store they were green, but now that I have them at home, they look brown or topaz. They were 99 cents each. We use these to put ketchup in, cocktail sauce, whatever, just dipping sauce. And I think maybe the reason that they looked green is because they were sitting inside this one. Probably so, but As you can see, these are topaz and this is green, but it was only 99 cents too, so I picked it up as well because, again, perfect little bowl when you don't have a lot, just a little serving. So we're gonna be using those in the kitchen. This next piece, I do like to get wicker, I guess, round pieces to go on my wall. I have several displays in the house where I use my dishes, but I like to accentuate them and make them a little more interesting by adding wicker baskets around them. So I found this one and I thought it was really pretty. It is a little thicker than what I would typically put on the wall, but I think it'll look nice when it's in a big, large display. This was $3.99, and if I don't put it on the wall, I can always use it for, you know, when we're having family over, serving hot dogs, hamburgers. I can put a little dish towel in here and serve the hot dog buns or whatever, silverware, napkins. I can use it as a server. So I got this for $3.99. This part here is the prettiest to me, I think. This piece here, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I want to find a nice place for it in my home because when I saw it, I could not leave it in the store. And it was this plate. This plate is hand painted, every inch of it. And it is so beautiful. I hope it's not hard for you to see the details, but you can feel the texture. It's signed down here at the bottom, but I can't make out the signature. But this reminds me of so many of the old homes in my community where I live, the older homes. It just looks like a place I should know, especially with the little screened-in porch. But isn't this beautiful? You can tell it's old because if you look back on the back of the plate, it's crazing, and you can just tell it's an old plate from this side. I don't know, let's see. It looks like it might have been painted in '95, but for sure this plate is older than 1995. Sorry, I have a hair in my face. But anyway, I got that and it was $2.99 at the Salvation Army. Most of my finds were at that Salvation Army that I don't ever go in because it's so far out of the way, but I'm glad I went. All right, then at the Goodwill, I got some vintage fabric, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I like to have it on hand just in case I come up with a project. I got 3 of these little napkins here in this beautiful blue print. These were 99 cents each, so I could make one of those pocketbooks out of this that I made for Salem. I could make lots of things. I just don't know what I don't know what I'm going to use it for right this minute. So this next item, these are curtains, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use them for curtains because number one, I don't know where I would put them. The only short window that I have is in my kitchen, and I just made curtains for my kitchen, and I think these might be a little bright for that. As much as I love them, I don't think I'm going to put them up as curtains. They're 2 panels this big, and they do have tie backs, but I think what I would use them for is for the fabric because the fabric is so beautiful. But as of right now, I don't have a definitive plan for them. I just could not leave them in the store. They were just too beautiful to leave behind and to just sit there in the black abyss that is the Goodwill. They needed to come home with me. So I got 2 curtains. They were $1.99 each panel, and they each came with a little tie back that needs to be ironed. All right, so that's that. The next thing that I got is a mess. It's gonna need a makeover, and I want to do that in this video. I want to show you a before and an after on how I fixed this. But I saw this little bunny. Let me get his egg topper on. This little bunny was $3.99, and you can see he has been through something. It almost looks like they tried to put like a polyurethane over him, but the polyurethane was not clear. And it's kind of drippy, but I think I can fix this. I don't necessarily want to do anything with the egg, but I just want to repaint him a prettier white. And I don't really want to mess with his eyes. I think his eyes are okay. I just want to brighten him up just a little bit. So I'm going to do a little makeover on him and put him up. He is, okay. I thought he was a DIY piece, like, but he's got a logo on him from 1980, Duncan Enterprises, 1980. So I guess it was made in a factory. I don't know, but we're gonna give him, clean him up and make him brand new again, and I love him. And then I got one other Easter thing that I need to do a little touch up on as well. I saw this little tray and I thought it was so cute. Somebody put a little mark right there, so I would like to clean that up, and he matches with my vintage Easter perfectly, as you can see with my tree back there. So I thought I would clean him up and put him on display. And then the last thing that I got was this was $1.99. And then the last thing I got was $1.99 as well, and it was this sweet little owl set. There were 2 sets there, but I only picked this one. This one was speaking to me more than the other. They're made in Korea, and I just thought these were too cute for $1.99. So that's what I got today. I think I did pretty well because I started out slow, but it picked up there at the end. Let me find a place for all of my new goodies and show you where everything's going. We're in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, the one that the girls use, and I have this little shelf that I always struggle with, and I thought we would put this little owl right here for now, and if we find a better place for it later, we'll move it to its new home, but for now it works right there. These little dishes are just going to go in the sink because they need to be washed and put in the cabinet. All of these textiles that I bought, of course, are going to be washed and put away for future projects. But when I walked into the kitchen, I noticed how beautiful they were matching with my Easter decor. So I thought, well, what if I took one of these napkins and put up here in the place that I put my dish towels, and I think that would be cute up here for either Easter or even for 4th of July. Now, it doesn't necessarily match with this little vignette that I have, but it's still an option that I can use for the future. Right now, it's got to be washed, but I just thought I'd throw it up there for just a second for you to see it. Barkeeper's Friend has always been my go-to product for when I would buy something at the thrift store. My Goodwills like to mark everything with a black magic marker underneath, and I can't tell you how many pieces I have that I've had to take the Barkeeper's Friend to it, but that's what I'm going to try to get this marker off. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be, I only paid $2 for it, but I'm going to try it just to see if it gets it off and give it my best shot. There is a little bit, this is abrasive, so I have to be careful not to scrub too hard, but it seems to be taking it off okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not destroying the finish of the little bunny. So I took my finger and put a little bit of the Barkeeper's Friend on here, and I rubbed it with my finger, and it's coming completely off. I don't know why my finger works better than the toothbrush, but I got it all off. There's none left. That worked like a charm. So Barkeeper's Friend, once again, does the job. Since I didn't go crazy this year in the whole house decorating for Easter, I only have a couple spots that I could possibly use this, but I thought I already have this little vignette fixed up pretty nicely, but I thought I could put it back here in front of that other little round wicker piece there, and it would just kind of fit in nicely in that little corner, and you can kind of see the rabbits peeking out from behind there, and it would look nice. So I think that's what I'm going to do instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and find a whole new vignette in the house. I think this will look nice, and it just adds just a touch of vintage to that corner. For my little vintage bunny, I'm going to pull the barkeeper's friend out again and just give him a little bit of a scrub right here in the sink, because he needs to be cleaned anyway from, I'm sure he's very dirty from sitting in someone's closet all these years. So I'm going to do that real quick just to make sure that there's nothing that's gross. Basically, that's gross. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, and then, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him in the craft room and I'm going to give him a refresh of white paint. All right, here is the before of the bunny. You can see the little streaks coming down his head and his neck and his back. I might have to end up, because there's streaks on this egg too, I might end up having to redo that, but I think my plan is to just repaint the bunny and let's just see how it looks. And hopefully that's all it'll need. So I'm going to paint this right now. So while we're waiting on our bunny to dry, I want to address my new lamp. So I have this lamp over here, and it is kind of in disarray. As you can tell, this little edging part is coming apart. It's not really straight. I spray painted it to match one of the girls' houses, and it's seen better days. I have it up on that little stand there to make it taller, but I wonder how this new lamp would look. I want to try it out and see if I don't like this new one better. So I'll know immediately, I'm sure, if I like it or not, but here we go. We're going to try it out. It is an old plug, but I don't think it's terribly old. I did try it before I left the Salvation Army. And it's also brighter than the other lamp because that big, huge shade was kind of blocking a lot of light. Let me put my stuff back. I know that this does not match anything in my house, but it is very precious to me, and I just sit here and I look at my beautiful babies all the time. David said he's going to try to build me a frame around it, so it is not aesthetically vintage, but it's going to have to do for a little while. And I want it where I can see it and enjoy it. So maybe if I heighten it up a little bit, raise it up where you can see the lamp more. What do you think? Tell me what you think. Do you like the old lamp over here? Or do you like the new lamp? Which one do you like? Because they can easily be switched back out. I'm not getting rid of this. I just wanted to try something new. But I think I'm going to try to raise that lamp up just a little bit to give it some height and where you can see the detail of the base a little more, since this frame is hiding everything. Here, let me move the frame. Isn't that lamp so pretty? Okay, so I just moved the picture frame over a little bit. I raised up the plant, and now you can see the base of the lamp, and that looks a little better. Okay, let's go into the bedroom because I want to find a place, I want to find a place for this beautiful plate. Can you see the details better like this? I just cannot get over how beautiful it is. So I got a plate stand here, and I was thinking maybe I could put it right here. Now, I'm going to move this picture, but I'll put it somewhere else because Lord knows I have enough pictures of my children around here that I can move one around. Don't look at the dust. How about if we put the picture right here? Let me back it up just a little bit. How does that look? It's a little high, huh? It is a little high. Oops. All right. Well, Maybe if I have a picture frame, sorry, a picture holder that's a little closer down. This one's on a little higher up. Let me try a different one. So this is a little bit lower down. I like that better. I like the placement of it just a little bit better. I have got to go dust this shelf. This is terrible. Oh my word, it's dusty. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Let's go check on our bunny and see how it's looking, because it should be dry by now. I ended up having to paint the whole thing. I learned a couple of things as I was painting the rabbit. Number one, yes, it is a DIY paint your own pottery type thing. I guess the copyright must have been the mold, but it was definitely hand painted. Second, the yellowing, I think, was from cigarette smoke, because I keep getting a smell of cigarettes from it, and I think that's why it was so yellow. So I think I got all of that out now. I painted the egg solid yellow. I've repainted the bunny. Here you go. And instead of painting all those zigzags and dots and flowers and all that, I thought what I would do is take these little wooden flowers that I've had for other projects and just glue them on there all around the egg, because it's just going to make my life just a little bit easier. And I did put a polyacrylic on the top, or polyurethane, or whatever you want to call it. I put that on the top so that it would kind of seal it in. So that's what we have here, if you can see. I know it's kind of weird with this light on, but that's the only way that I can see. I need lots of light now that I'm in my mid-40s. My eyesight has gone very quickly on me. When I turned 40, it started to go, and then 45, it's just running away from me. So that's how one of them looks. So let me just keep adding them, and I think that's going to be cute, and I won't have to do all the painting. And it does not look perfect by any means, but it looks handmade, it looks vintage, so it'll serve the purpose for what we're trying to do. And I'll just finish putting these on, and then I'll come back and let you see the finished product, okay? I'm absolutely tickled on how this little bunny turned out. I gave her a little bit more eyeliner, because what vintage girl does not need more eyeliner, right? And I just think it is so cute. Now, if you get too close, you're gonna see all the imperfections, but that's okay, because we all have imperfections, do we not? And I'm gonna put this in a spot, and same as the tin, I don't wanna reinvent the wheel. I don't wanna make a whole new vignette. I just wanna add it to the one of the ones that I already have set up. So I moved over my little amber glass container, and I'm just gonna sit him right up here, or her right here, and just have a little collection of bunnies there. And I think it is perfectly adorable in that little spot. I wish I had something to go down at the bottom, but maybe that'll be something that I can find in the future, because it's kind of bland down here and then bam right there. So I would like to have something to go down there, but everything that I picked up was just a little too tall for that space, but that's okay. I have one more thing that I want to show you that I got today. I want to put it up so you can see how it looks in the house, and that's that little wicker basket. Let me go grab that, and I'll meet you in the bathroom. So I have a couple of these little collections on my walls, and what I like to do is I like to take my vintage stoneware dishes and I like to mix them in with these little baskets. Now this basket is on the large side, but I still think it's going to fit perfectly right in there, and then I'll put this plate inside the basket to just make it a little more interesting to look at. So let me get up there, put that up, and then I'll show you exactly what it looks like. And this is how the basket looks with the plate on the inside of it. I put a little bit of earthquake putty around the nail so that because it is kind of snug in there, I didn't want it to slide off, so I put a little bit of earthquake putty to kind of hold it in place on the nail. So this looks nice. I thought it was a little big when I bought it, but it turned out to be the perfect size. I'm happy I got it. This corner is a little bad. I've got this lamp here. I don't even have a bulb in it. I don't have it plugged in. I don't quite know what to do in this bathroom. This has always been a hard spot to decorate. And then if you'll look over here, I don't have anything at all on this side. I picked up that little wooden flower at Ross the other day and I don't even know what to do with it. I just thought it was cute, but I need something over here too. But anyway, that's for a different day. I think I'm done for today. Let me say my goodbyes. All right, everybody, that is going to be all for today's video. I do want to thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. It does mean so much to me that you think enough of me to take that time out of your day to watch my videos. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.